Most men think they understand women, but the truth is, there are things women will never say out loud. Things they desperately wish you knew. Ignoring these silent needs can create distance, frustration, and even resentment in relationships. But when you understand what's hidden beneath the surface, you unlock a level of connection and trust that most men never achieve. So what are these 7 unspoken truths? Women often feel misunderstood, not because they are complicated, but because their emotions and expectations are rarely acknowledged in the right way. They won't always express what they truly need, whether it's about their health, emotions, or desires, because they fear being judged, ignored, or labeled as too much. This silence leads to hidden stress, unspoken disappointments, and even physical health struggles. The problem? Men assume everything is fine until it's too late. Relationships suffer. Emotional walls go up, and deep inside, women feel like no one truly sees them. But what if you could change that? What if you could understand the things she won't say but desperately hopes you'll notice? The first unspoken truth: women hide their pain, physically and emotionally. Studies show that women are far more likely than men to endure chronic pain in silence. Whether it's hormonal imbalances, migraines, or the physical toll of stress, they often don't share how much they're struggling. Why? Because they don't want to appear weak or be a burden. If you start paying attention, subtle changes in mood, energy, or even the way she responds to physical touch, you'll begin to see what she won't say. The second truth: confidence issues run deeper than you think. Even the most self-assured woman has insecurities she'll never admit. Society bombards women with impossible beauty standards. And even if she seems carefree, there are days she questions her worth. Compliments matter more than you realize, not just about looks, but about who she is as a person. Recognizing her efforts, intelligence, or kindness can be more powerful than any expensive gift. Then there's the emotional exhaustion that comes from being the fixer in everyone's life. Women often carry the emotional weight of relationships, family, and friendships. They feel responsible for keeping the peace, making sure everyone is okay, and managing the invisible workload that goes unnoticed. The mental load of remembering birthdays, appointments, or even how you take your tea, it's all stored in her mind. A simple "I see how much you do and I appreciate it" can make her feel less alone. Another silent struggle: the pressure to always be okay. Women will say "I'm fine" when they're not. Not because they want to lie, but because they fear their emotions will be dismissed. Society often labels women as too emotional, leading them to suppress what they truly feel. When she's quiet, distant, or overwhelmed, the best thing you can do is not just ask if she's okay, but create a space where she feels safe enough to tell you the truth. Let's talk about health, because many women don't. There are silent battles she might be fighting, from thyroid issues to iron deficiencies, from gut health struggles to hormonal imbalances. Women's bodies go through cycles that affect their energy, mood, and even mental clarity. The problem? These issues are often dismissed as just stress or just hormones, but when left unaddressed, they impact everything: her happiness, her relationships, her entire quality of life. Supporting her isn't just about being there emotionally. It's also about encouraging her to prioritize her own health, to take that doctor's appointment seriously, to rest when she needs it. One of the most heartbreaking unspoken truths: she worries about being enough. Not just in the way she looks, but in who she is. As a partner, a mother, a friend. The weight of expectations, spoken or unspoken, can be suffocating. Even if she doesn't say it, she wonders, am I doing enough? Am I appreciated? Will I be loved even if I'm not perfect? The way you respond to her struggles, the way you acknowledge her efforts, even the way you show up when she needs you, these are the things that matter. And finally, the most powerful truth: she just wants to feel safe. Not just physically, but emotionally. Safe to be herself, to speak without being judged, to express what she feels without fear of being misunderstood. When a woman feels emotionally safe, she opens up in ways you never imagined. But that safety isn't built through grand gestures. It's in the small, consistent actions. The way you listen, the way you reassure her without her having to ask, the way you stand beside her in moments of doubt. Here's the reality: women may never tell you these things outright, but once you understand them, everything changes. You become the person she can trust without hesitation, the one she doesn't have to pretend around. Relationships deepen, emotional walls come down, and the connection you build becomes unbreakable. The question is, will you start paying attention? If you found this insightful, take a moment to reflect. Because understanding the unspoken is the key to real connection.